the Ole Miss Rebels, the first ever game on the CRL A stream, going up against a blue blood in CRL and Northwood. Who's gonna win this one match? Time to find out.
We start our second week of CRL with a banger. We got on top of the world Northwood against Ole Miss. Chiefs, I am ready for this one. How about you?
Always ready. Excited to see some new CRL blood, out there in Zanil, and of course Wonder Mike joining as well. C-Money coming in as a freshman too. A lot of new kids on the block for some powerhouse rosters over in Northwood, and let's see what they can do over on that Ole Miss side. There's a lot of hype, but I think I'm with the majority on the desk here. I trust a lot in that Northwood system and what they've built.
You see that T-Bates, he's feeling that Ole Miss energy. And we'll see if the Land Sharks can get things started with a goal already, a little bit of pressure. And Wonder Mike trying to take control. And if you are tuning into CRL and you look at Ole Miss and you'll be like, I recognize some of these names, that's because, well, Wonder Mike, C-Money, Lunar, all these guys have competed in the top end of the Rocket League competitive scene. Some of them have gotten a little farther than others, but for all three of them, varying degrees of success, but they all come together here on Ole Miss, and Zanil picking up on Northwood. Chiefs.
Yeah, Zanil, a guy you may recognize. He's been on Pittsburgh Knights, G League, most recently with Aqua and Knight, so definitely been around for a little bit towards the top end of the RLCS, trying to break out. Chance for Lunar, and he goes top of the net. Zanil caught trying to dive low, and just a really well-placed ball here from Lunar.
Yeah, Zanil had to make up for it because Hockey got bumped on the back end by Wonder Mike on his way around the rotation, forcing Zanil to hurry up. Like you said, bit a little too quickly underneath, and easy for Lunar to get over him for the first goal.
Good start here for Ole Miss. I gotta say, pleasantly surprised by the overall amount of pressure Ole Miss is able to generate. They've pretty much been able to box in this Northwood team on their own half. Zanil late to that ball, but Lion Blaze deep back with a solid enough clear, but everyone got to spread out by a little boost. Zanil with a lift to Lion Blaze, and it's going to go in. Everybody just stared at it on Ole Miss.
How does this one go in? Lunar's going back, had to avoid a bump, and then turns up with no boost. By the time he tried to recover, I don't even think it matters as he gets across. Maybe if he backs up, the boost problem is definitely more pertinent for Lunar there. He got caught out as he was coming back.
Tough stuff. Just not often that you see three people on defense watching a soft touch towards the net and no one can do anything about it. Northwood will take that for sure. Maybe that'll get the engine turned over and something started. C-Money 1-on-2 in the box, and Lion Blaze easily parries that out.
But I do think this is why Bates was feeling, the Ole Miss energy is what you're seeing right here. He's watched all of these players. He knows what they are capable of. We've watched Wonder Mike, and maybe to a lesser capacity, Lunar and C-Money. Like all of these guys, especially with Hockey. Now
nice.
Zanil on the other side. How about the old demo bump and dump? Wonder Mike getting the second goal.
Wonder Mike, a lot to consider here. It got through Lion Blaze for free, and Wonder Mike, really nice job bringing the ball down to the floor. Allows the time for that play to develop, lets his teammate get out in front, find a really nice clean demo, and an excellent goal from Ole Miss.
Now the Land Sharks have really come out and kind of, I would say for the most part, have really controlled the entire pace of play. You haven't really seen much develop for Northwood, and then you look at the shot total. Northwood have one shot halfway through the game. We're talking about one of the highest powered offenses in Collegiate Rocket League. And right now, Ole Miss are handling them just fine in game one.
Yeah, Northwood certainly have been one of the strongest so far, for sure. Shots per game averaging around 9.5, if you can believe it. So already over halfway here and stymied on just trying to get out of their own half. Oh, and look at that pre-jump from Lunar. He knew. He was like, he's going up.
And one day he turned at the last second to get a bump to maybe give a chance for somebody. But there was really no angle for C-Money. He'll take control again. Not bad. That was not a bad return on defense for Ole Miss. Took control of the ball again. Forced Lion Blaze to start from his own box. Can he find Hockey?
For Zanil?
Right there, denied him.
They had a chance, I think, that if they were able to line up a pass across the middle. Unfortunately, Northwood finally actually able to find a way through here. Tough ball for Wonder Mike, and look at him just win all the 50s in his own corner. C-Money surprise, surprise, breakaway in the deep corner of the field, and Northwood just stuck again, having to find a way out.
Yeah, Northwood's still unable to get anything on these clears. Everything's just getting challenged out. C-Money getting 2 of those. And Lunar just beating them to the ball. How about Lunar? He did get a goal to start the game, but ever since then, a lot of his touches have just killed so many Northwood drives. That's a shot, and Lunar's there to take it away. Perfect touch to the corner.
Hockey feeling a little bit divey. I think if he slows down just a touch, he may find himself taking higher percentage challenges. It's not like he's playing poorly. I don't think that's it. It's just he gets caught where he has to dive and cover something, and he's got like 15 to 20 boost, and he tries to extend the play. Here he just wins the 50, but unfortunately it's not in. Doesn't dump it out to Zanil, puts it too close to Lunar, and a great chance to equalize. Gone begging. C-Money will crush Hockey on the 50. Find the insurance goal. Good night, game 1.
I am shocked Hockey dove for this. He saw C-Money coming. He saw C-Money jump, and he still decided to full dodge into that ball. That only helped C-Money's dunk. That only helped his dunk. You got to score, but you flip into that. You know you're getting dunked. Like,
it's true. And with 35 seconds, you know, you have a pretty decent chunk of time. You can afford to let one roll into your corner.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't feel like you have quite enough in terms of the time.
Oh, nice. But not nice enough. Hockey trying to make up for it with that pass over from Lion Blaze. Zanil.
Jeez, Lunar.
Ole Miss are just all over them, dude. They're just getting swarmed.
I'm scared of Lunar, man. That guy's...
he's all over the place.
He's making people work to get through him.
There he is again with another save, fitting end to game number 1. Ole Miss taking control of game 1. And onwards, I mean... Really, top to bottom, if we can see like a field control percentage, I think you'd see a solid 60% on the side of Ole Miss. They really just didn't let go, and the only times they really did were when they were willing to let Northwood come forward. But we kept talking about Lunar and Lunar's name because he was just so fast getting in front of those challenges and not really giving Northwood any room to breathe.
Yeah, really excellent show. I mean, Lunar doesn't walk away with the MVP, but man, the field presence was real. If they had to make a big challenge, he was right there in the middle for it, and extending plays, finding nice bumps to open up goals. And Northwood, okay, say what you want. Maybe they come in, you know, college is hard. People are out there. Sometimes people have night classes. Maybe they need one game to warm up. Who can say? But I think there's more in the tank here for this Northwood team. I think I expect a little bit more out of game 2 here.
If there's anything I learned in my short time on this earth, it's that warming up is important, no matter what you're doing. You know, you need your brain. It's like you can't start the mower without hitting the primer. It just doesn't work.
It's true. It won't turn over, man.
Oh man. Well, mowing lawns aside, Ole Miss, they certainly got their engine going. We'll see if Northwood can throw a couple of branches in the way.
I'm parking the camera on Lunar.
Get this offense going. What's that?
I just want to watch. I want to see the camera. I'm putting the camera on Lunar. I want to see what he does here because, boy, it's frustrating to play against in that game 1 for sure. Demo hunting Lion Blaze early. Just seeing if he can open up space because he's got a lot of that faith in Wonder Mike on the back end to make any stops that are necessary.
You know, Lunar will come across, and what is... He put Northwood equals naughty. Well, all right. He does have the Santa decal on, and so I guess he's saying Northwood, they're going to find a bunch of coal in their stockings, and he just delivered the first piece right into the net.
Huge shot, and look at Wonder Mike open up the space. Just a little chip off the side, freezes Hockey on the goal line. To be fair, Hockey has a pretty decent amount of the net covered. He does force Lunar to hit the perfect shot to the back post, but equal to the task.
You know, we talked about, or the pre-show talked about how dominant Northwood has been over the last few years, and to have you see a lot of these new players coming in. I mean, even Northwood, they pick up Zanil, right? But then you have Magic Bear tweeting out that he's looking for CRL opportunities, and on this side, you got Wonder Mike, Lunar, and C-Money on a team, and that Northwood domination, I think it's slowly just going to be being knocked away by more of these players, these high-level players coming in and taking away that Northwood dominance. Not saying that this game is an indicator of what to expect this season. Northwood are obviously still a fantastic squad, But I don't think you're going to see...
They're going to have to work harder.
Yeah, it's not going to be as dominant as seasons past. Lion Blaze, 2 touches, set it up for Zanil underneath. Great goal from Lion Blaze and Zanil.
Really nice job here from Northwood. It kind of felt like Lunar caught with nothing in the midfield. He had faith in both of his teammates to find some type of touch, but the pressure from Northwood just building and building, and advantage of position for the offense. Much easier position to play when you can see the play develop in front of you and instead of having your camera pan up and down and all over.
High ball here for Wonder Mike. Wonder Mike on the reset. Had to drop it. C-Money. Well, at least buy some time for Orange to get reset. He'll even steal some boost. It's a lot of value there for C-Money. Is it going to be enough, though, for Ole Miss to keep pressuring the old whifty? Hockey's there. Oh, Zanil got a perfect pop. What's he going to do with it? Only 26 in the tank. Got a reset. Got a little pop. What was that? But Wonder Mike doesn't want to think about it as he picks up the save.
Beauty of an effort, and look, Zanil trying to keep the play going. Lion Blaze wants the demos, but nobody's ready for Northwood. He was hoping to just open up some type of space. Lunar would just poke the ball into the middle, collect the Northwood corner boost, and he's just going to rotate back through the center of the pitch just to be in position, but he's going to run smack into a demo, and Wonder Mike will just tip the ball out to the safety.
Oh, Wonder Mike reset, got a little dribble on top of it. Oh my God, it bounced out. How does that bounce out? Oh my God, Wonder Mike just got robbed by the 4th man. That was the most ridiculous angles I've ever seen on one of those.
Rocket League can be cruel. It giveth and taketh away. But they're not done.
Upset.
The attack got a rally. They're not done. Lunar looking for something in the corner. Awkward ball for Lion Blaze. Really a test for the control and huge win. Northwood should have a decent attack here, and Wonder Mike will just try and delay it as best he can.
Oh, now more pressure as Northwood continue to push forward. Here's Lion Blaze trying his own tricks, but hard to have tricks when you have no boost. How about Zanil? Lunar has him covered. Lion Blaze still tracking Lunar. Lets Hockey come in. Nice job and patience there from Lion Blaze. Hockey, great 50, and nice. Lion Blaze will score.
Great understanding of the space from Hockey here. Look at him in the corner. He wins 150, wins the second 50, and says, you know what? I know where that first guy is. I don't have to sit here and think too hard about trying to get back to the ball or make something happen. I know my teammates are behind me and ready. Just continue through the play. You win 2 50s. You did your job. Just go make sure the guy in the net can't make the stop.
Well, Northwood, that offense is starting to get going now, where they only got 1 shot in 3+ minutes of gameplay in game number 1. Already have 5 with 3 minutes, much improved, granted. You know, not that 9.5 or whatever ridiculous
crazy number.
Kind of shot line that they had before. Look at Lion Blaze just weaving his way through. Unfortunately for Zanil, the pop-up was a little too heavy for him to handle, and Ole Miss will get the clear.
Ooh, and Lion Blaze a little bit late to that one in the midfield. Zanil, he recognizes the space, tries to take advantage, and Lunar quick to close the gap.
Oh, Lunar. I'm going to wrap back around that ball. Lion Blaze. I'm going to pinch down again. And Northwood, nothing really developing there. Ole Miss are really just buying themselves a couple of touches, but nobody was ready. Lion Blaze was there to just boom it downfield. Now he moves it in front of the box. He wants to bump. Does not quite get it. And sometimes those plays start developing out of nowhere for Northwood. Lion Blaze, a lot of times he's the one behind the ball. Hockey couldn't find it. Lion Blaze is there again as Northwood hang on to this lead.
Not the touch Hockey wanted. He just didn't have the boost to make anything more of it. Ole Miss definitely getting pushed back a lot further here in game 2. Looking to try and find some type of way to regain that field control that they had in game 1. Oh, that's through Wonder Mike cleanly. C-Money 1-on-2s, and he'll flip reset towards the net, and Lion Blaze, that's a nice easy put away for them. 3-1, Northwood should collect game 2 here.
Let's look at Zanil go. Perfect air dribble into the reset. Didn't need any more. Even 4 boost in the tank to put in the bank. You don't actually get it back. But, you know, it's nice to know that you had a little bit more. What a goal there. And Northwood back in full force for sure. Hockey, a much cleaner game from him as well. He helped open up that scoring. And had a couple of... Oh, that was so sick from Zanil. The movement there. You saw the initial 50.
Oh, my
Then he did the
days.
wave dash landing and then dashed onto the wall and then got the touch. Like, all of that. The little things right there for Zanil. Kept control of the ball.
Ooh, you're correct, but last chance here for Ole Miss. Maybe something, and Zanil closes the door.
High ball for Lion Blaze, but game 2 squarely belongs to Northwood. And just to make Ole Miss think about it for a couple more seconds as we head into game 3.
Huge game from Northwood. Definitely got what I was wanting. I wanted a little bit more. I got a lot more in game 2.
Yeah.
Great show from Northwood for sure. Definitely able to get through that first attack. That first attacker, I should say, from Ole Miss in the midfield. Just could not slow down that Northwood transition. And definitely a lot more what you were expecting out of Northwood. Zanil definitely coming online. I know Lion Blaze, gets the MVP with the 2 goals, 2 assists, and 5 shots, but Zanil doing a lot of good work there over on the attacking side, at least when it came down to actual crunch time and needing to put goals in the net. Lion Blaze, excellent job defensively. I know he didn't get credit a whole lot of saves, but did feel like more often than not he was the guy deep back charged with keeping Ole Miss from developing an attack.
And Northwood, Zanil is the new addition to this squad. Zanil has been someone who's been on the come up in the RLCS for a long time. He's kind of hung around what everyone refers to as the bubble, but he's also posted top 16s and has been on many teams in his life. And fun fact for him joining the CRL team is that he's been to Africa twice. So I don't, that's nice. I'm sure a lot of people around him, there's not many people that can say that. So that is definitely a cool fact. Thank you, Zanil. We'll get the rubber match started here in game number 3. Ole Miss started out high pressure, high octane play in game number 1. Northwood completely stuffed them in game 2. How do they respond?
With a kickoff, potentially, Lunar, it's a floater, and it will get own goal. I think Lion Blaze and Hockey, with their powers combined, actually tipped this in. Pretty sure Lion Blaze had it out. Or Hockey, excuse me. Yeah, he did!
Yep,
Hockey had it out! Oh, it's devastating.
Unlucky. Lion Blaze coming in. You panic when you see the ball coming towards your net like that. And Ole Miss will absolutely take it. Here's Lunar on the carry. I guess he's decided that Northwood are no longer naughty, but in reality, we try to run an efficient show here on the Collegiate Rocket League broadcast, and Zanil's trying to run an efficient game for Northwood. How about this one?
Collected 100 boosts in the corner, says no one's challenging me. Flip reset, fake to the floor, ground pinch under the second defender. Ooh, do it yourself. That was pretty.
That is nasty work from Zanil. You called his name out at the end of last game. You liked all the work that he was doing. Lion Blaze got the MVP honors. Well, Zanil, certainly a great compliment, and even the star if you need him to be right now. Oh, Lunar's jumped up early for this. And he was able to get the read, just didn't have enough momentum to really drill that ball forward. And Hockey will push it back downfield.
A lot of space here for Northwood on the back end. Zanil's kind of playing with limited boost, but his teammates are going to win big challenges, and actually the Gulbastunk on Zanil to delay did not matter. Hockey, great recovery here in the midfield to score.
Yeah, full boost down and recovered, and almost got bumped on their way back. Zanil really tried to get there.
And everyone wanted to go hit that ball, and Hockey just the first one to it.
Something's happening in this lobby. I don't know if, the packets that are being sent are a little corrupted, but everyone is chasing pretty hard. Well, maybe not chasing's the wrong word. The lobby just feels like everyone's playing really fast. There's panic. There's a lot of panic in this lobby at Chiefs. Why?
Don't know if panic. Well, maybe panic is the right word. The issue
Lion Blaze
is
literally panicked.
I think a lot of it is in the boost game because there's so little of it to go around. As that one's ripped on target, nice save, but it does lead to a little bit of extra diviness in 3v3 when you kind of get stranded with nothing.
Ooh. Just nothing there for Northwood. Lion Blaze took all of the boost on this side of the field, and he's winning every 50, but he couldn't get back up to Wonder Mike, who flips right by Zanil. Wonder Mike trying his own tricks. Couldn't get through 3 cars of Northwood. Lunar's going to try his bet. And the solo effort's not working for Ole Miss.
Okay. Wonder Mike wanted a beauty of a touch into the middle of the field. Unfortunately, just missed the angle.
Oh, good flick out. Zanil downfield, gonna look for the demo. Hockey just flicks it up, but Lunar tough to grab, and he gets 2 touches onto it. Ball hit right back into him. Wonder Mike trying to move it quickly, but again, that's kind of just killed back into the corner.
Lunar turned off the the meme car. He says, give me the Fennec. I need the sleek look. I can't handle this Santa hat and Christmas light wheels. It's too much.
Oh, what a pass, though. Oh, denied the shot. A little too easy to defend. C-Money, no boost. Lunar gonna take control. Lunar doesn't care. He's just gonna go, and he's not gonna get the grab. Ooh. Whoa. See what I'm saying? There's some crazy touches and jumps here.
They're just smashing the ball and saying, okay, now I chase. And it's very... Oh, C-Money hands him a free ball. Dish to Zanil, and Wonder Mike able to close the door on him. Quick transition here, possible for Ole Miss. Maybe a chance to generate a lot of pressure, but there he is, Lion Blaze. Look at him just absorb everything on that wall. It's so hard to trap the ball consistently and prevent an attack from developing, but Lion Blaze just able to catch that ball beautifully in a tough situation.
But unable to do much with that ball. And the rest of Northwood were hoping for something with a little more value on it. Hockey will keep things at least locked in the orange. Zanil with the close flip reset touch and pinches it by. This seems to be the MO for both teams right now. Hit the ball. If you don't have full boost, don't go for the air dribble, just bang it, and then solo plays. You haven't seen a lot of team effort in this game from either team.
It feels
a little personal.
It does feel like, you know, that big clear is just because they kind of see that midfield defender playing relatively far forward. And so they're just saying, look, if I hit it hard enough and at the right angle, we're going to get through them and we can take a lot of space on the field. So I think it's just both teams trying to take advantage of that spacing, and Wonder Mike will finally find some type of room to work with.
Yeah, Lion Blaze, that was a heavy touch, easily punished by C-Money. And that follow-up 50, that was the easy part of the job. But Wonder Mike's shot, I mean, that's a
the
nasty
thing of beauty.
Yeah, my God.
Zanil had a lot covered. That was a great shot from Wonder Mike.
Now Ole Miss all of a sudden, in the final minute, in position to take the lead. After trailing for most of this one, C-Money kicks it up, and Lion Blaze kicks Lunar out of the stadium. Wonder Mike, pre-flip. You mistimed it, buddy.
Missed his flip cancel.
Goes back again. Oh my gosh. Zanil making that backboard look scary. C-Money once more. The rest of Ole Miss did not agree. Seeing Hockey on top of the ball. Wonder Mike trying to get there. Lion Blaze on top of him. More pressure maybe for Northwood, or will Ole Miss break out? Lunar says break out.
Hard right.
And
C-Money wasn't ready!
C-Money was sitting flat. Hockey's going to move downfield now over C-Money's head. Up to Lunar to hold on to that ball. Good space ID near the end of regulation. Try again. C-Money able to take it away. I don't think anyone's really getting any rhythm going right now.
Nice.
Zanil just pops it. He gets deleted. Lion Blaze has Hockey downfield. Maybe he gets a dunk here. No, instead it's hard ball down the field. And we get OT.
Scary one. Surprise, surprise. Kind of the most even game for sure that we've had in the series so far. Obviously going into OT, but in general terms of field pressure, everyone's been able to trade blows fairly consistently here, and Wonder Mike just feeling the pressure there. You can see him just jump up and immediately go for the touch just because they're uncertain if there's anyone actually waiting for them on the other side of the net. It's going to poke through, but not inside the posts, and Ole Miss will survive the first bout of defense.
Lion Blaze, no contacts. I don't know if Lion Blaze just chose to let that one go because he saw what was happening in net there. Doesn't matter though, Lunar's got control. Ooh, Lunar, the check on Lion Blaze. He'll go to the sky. He gets through Lion Blaze, but the clear's still coming. C-Money gets the catch. Had to avoid a bump, so he couldn't really get handle on that ball. But still, Ole Miss keep control of this. They want series advantage. Can they get there? Lunar on the reset. Denied. Hockey's already there. C-Money slips through one. Got the ball on another. Loose in front of the box, and oh my gosh, Hockey diving back. Knew he was the last line.
Yeah, Wonder Mike was trying to calculate if he could actually get there. He's gonna want something here. He just misreads it. Expected it to come a little more out to him, and unfortunately went under. Ole Miss turned aside on a nasty bounce.
Nice challenge again from Lunar. Back over to Wonder Mike, trying to keep it low. Oh, and C-Money. See, I feel like on that one, the disconnect is there again, because before you were expecting C-Money to go for the pass, or go for the shot on the pass. But then that one, I feel like it's the same thing where C-Money's playing real safe right now as third man.
C-Money definitely I mean, someone's got to make sure that nothing goes horribly wrong on both teams. It's C-Money on one side, Lion Blaze on the other.
You think maybe the
Might
only way
actually
they
be
get
Wonder
through
Mike.
Northwood again?
C-Money might just kind of be this midfield defensive where he's just saying, look, you got to get through me, and he's just trying to make it playable for Wonder Mike.
But then Wonder Mike's playing these touches like he's expecting C-Money to be there. So is that a disconnect, or is it really just C-Money wanting to let Wonder Mike play?
Feels like team they're unwilling to commit on a play, you know? Like we thought we had that nice pass into the middle, and C-Money just turned back because, you know, the pressure of like, well, if this pass doesn't come, someone's got to make it. And that's kind of the big difference, you know, between the good teams in CRL and the great teams. There are those who will accept the risk and those who will not. And fortune favors the bold.
About half a game of Rocket League played. Lunar gets a little bit of space. He gets a full tank of boost. He gets light touch. Has a ceiling reset, but there is Hockey again, who just will be aggressive on those defensive challenges every time. Oh my God, Wonder Mike read that early. Lunar comes straight down. He thought a challenge was coming, and nobody bit. And they'll just take control of the ball, but maybe Ole Miss can find this one. Oh, what a pop from Wonder Mike. Doesn't matter though, Zanil. Immediate response. To where in other CRL games, that pop might work. The response time from Northwood's defense has been almost instantaneous. And there is Hockey again to knock it away.
No.
C-Money, I think he was afraid of getting dunked. Hockey's got a loose ball. Goal! Northwood take the lead in the series.
Totally unforced error. C-Money's got 100 boost. He has 100 boost, and he just clean whiffs the ball. Oh. I had to see if it was some type of boost issue, but no, that was a straight 100% unforced error. Clean whiff. And Northwood, Hockey in particular, 942?
That's
oh, my days.
5 saves. 2 goals on 6 shots. Hockey was all over the place. Honestly, I felt every single save Hockey made. That one where he dove back at the last second after it was, who was it? It was Lunar who got the bump, and Wonder Mike was coming in for the shot, and he takes it away at the literal last second. Like, Hockey was flying all over. If Lunar was doing that in game 1, Hockey was doing the same here in game 2.
There's game 3.
Or game 3, excuse me.
Yeah. That's there's our advantage point for Northwood.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that really does feel like that's the first game, you know, where Ole Miss, you know, that's you're playing chicken, right? Who's gonna blink first?
Right.
Ole Miss definitely blinked first. That's a huge whiff, a brutal way to lose in the OT.
That's why I'm starting to think like I don't like to say I don't think it's nerves, but you're playing safe in some of these pushes where you definitely have Northwood beat on pressure. So like sometimes you gotta like push up a little bit as third man but you have to be able to feel the rhythm. Like that's the thing, right? Is like you gotta know the timings. You gotta have the right feeling of like, do you actually have control of this? Where is the rotation of Northwood? Can I push up? And if you're not sure at all, considering how fast Northwood were on defense, I can understand C-Money's hesitation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't ever feel like there's actually room, and he's gonna try and rectify that. Look at how early he went to attack there in the midfield. You can see Lunar trying to do the exact same thing. I think Ole Miss definitely dialed into what you're saying. See, like, look, we just got to go and trust ourselves that we do indeed have command of the play and force Northwood to get through us.
We'll see if everybody gets on the same page here for Ole Miss. And, you know, really, I always say one of the oldest rules in Rocket League is, hit the ball. That's C-Money. If he follows that one, I think he's all right.
That's a different type of rule one. hit the ball.
That's like rule 3 or 4. We stopped counting after the first 2. Wonder Mike tried to whip that around. Lion Blaze on top of him, and Northwood will start on offense again.
Oh. No. See, you were talking about rhythm, Jorby. You're talking about you gotta feel the rhythm. C-Money comes back hot here, and he completely second guesses himself as he sees that ball up off the ceiling. He sees Zanil, and it's like, dude, just go. Just challenge the ball. And by the time he decides to challenge the ball, Zanil's already trapped it and gone around him. It's just that feeling of, look, you just gotta believe in yourself. You're okay. He had him beat.
C-Money trying to get things going. Ole Miss trying to stay alive in the series. We're talking about fighting for game 5. Lion Blaze and company, look, they've been the top of the Eastern Conference for so long, the top of the CRL world for so long. And with the addition of Zanil,
Nice
I mean,
bump.
look what he adds to this roster. But how about Wonder Mike working this one across? C-Money this time.
There we go.
Aggressive positioning. He did at least get the 50, but now he
Too
cuts. Lunar coming in. That's the overcorrection.
A little too much. The first one was good. Then you got to let your teammate who's got a better touch on the ball take it. C-Money, that's a tough hit, and he's going to make a beauty of a clear. My goodness.
Those will always look so sick to me. I know it's just a matter of like, tilting your car a couple of degrees to the left, and then look, magical ball in the corner.
It's the camera pan over your shoulder, and it's a lot to handle. That's a tough
The
clear
change
to
in
make.
direction is crazy. Oh my gosh, he squeezed it! That's not the way you want to squeeze! You want to go out, not in! Lion Blaze gets the second for Northwood.
He knew it was going to be difficult. That's a nasty hop, and unfortunately, honestly, that feels like an unforced error from C-Money. He had a pretty decent position on the ball. He knew he wanted to go up first, but try and take that ball away. But unfortunately, the trajectory worked out in just such a way that did him a disservice. I don't think that was a particularly poor approach.
One up high for Hockey, back to Zanil.
What a
denied
save.
by Lunar, and what a demo as well. But no quick breakout, so Lion Blaze will respawn. And that pass to C-Money, wow. Now some crazy angles Ole Miss are going for. After that first game at Chiefs, they had all that pressure. I think they were playing, with, how you were saying, with the confidence, the belief, and also what a touch from Wonder Mike. He's just gonna whip it. He sees Lunar. Ooh, that was
C-Money, you gotta
crazy.
hit it. Oh, Zanil, you're too good. he tipped that ball up to the wall, recovered, and just went and caught it up near the ceiling. That's just brutal.
There is still time for Ole Miss to get this going, but the Rebels are really struggling here to get the offense. 3 shots on net. Granted, I mean, Northwood only have 1 more, but obviously the difference to all you big brain chatters out there is on the scoreboard. Here comes one for Wonder Mike. It's taken away initially, and Lunar. I think Lunar I think he goes for like the least amount of launch time possible. Every time he goes to the air, he's like, how fast can I be, even if I'm off target? This time cleared away.
Oh, it's Zanil again. Just that soft touch up the wall. Goes into a flip reset, a double, and he gets pumped off the wall. Huge bump from Wonder Mike to clear the space, but only 90 seconds or so remaining here for Ole Miss. Gotta get something going. Who can make the play to get through the defense?
Wonder Mike gonna try again. They've been denied on every clear attempt in the last minute. Northwood have just held on to this ball. Lion Blaze sticking, faking the dodge. That was just brilliance from Lion Blaze. He sets all of this up, fakes the hard challenge, and just sits on it.
And Hockey, he's in position because he made sure to not get demoed. He was getting demo chased on his own half, and it pays off. He says, look, just don't get hit, and then the ball just goes out into open space because Ole Miss trying to open up holes to slip through, and unfortunately leave themselves open.
Well, Lion Blaze back over to Hockey, and it's taken away. There's about a minute left to Chiefs. And maybe if they can get the clock going, but I mean, look how well Northwood are flowing right now. Even that one, Lion, perfect touch out. What are you supposed to do with that backboard defense?
Just sit and wait for it to come to you and take another chance.
Play your next match, I guess.
Yeah, because you're not scoring off that clear.
See you in the playoffs, Northwood, I guess. Or maybe Ole Miss 2-1 to start the season. They'll be 2-2 unless they can figure out a miracle here. Talking about a goal every 11 seconds or so. Is C-Money coming back. Good touch.
Wow. I thought he was about to own goal again, and he talk about a recovery effort, turned it into a great clear, but too little too late.
I still like the overall effort that we saw from Ole Miss. And, starting it out the pre-show, going 66% Northwood, you understand why. They're Northwood. But Bates trying to give some credit to Ole Miss, and I think Ole Miss showed you that. I think they showed you that in this series.
I do think the overall... Oh, no.
Whoa.
Okay, he's able
Careful,
to make
buddy.
the save. I was about to say that's the wrong catch. But thankfully, mercifully, an end to the onslaught from Northwood. They kind of picked it up there in Game 2, and they never looked back.
No, not at all. I mean, it was... Who was it? In Game 1, I think we were picking on Hockey a little bit. And
Yeah, Hockey needed
then-
to find where he needed to be.
Right. And then in Game 2, he was just consistent. He didn't make any mistakes. And then Game 3 and 4, Hockey was the fastest player on the field. Like, sure, Zanil and Lion Blaze, they're all about that control, and that's great. But that's my favorite thing about a roster like that, is you get 2 guys who have the mechanical advantage on your team.
To scare the daylights out of everybody, yeah.
And then when you're hockey, just go fast, bro. Have fun. GG's. I mean, that's a recipe for success at the CRL level, if you ask me. Northwood proving why, time and again, they will always be tough to beat, especially with Zanil on the roster now.
Yeah, that was a great series. You got to see a lot of what this new Northwood roster has to offer. They got a lot of good stability. You know, they will have Zanil go in first, get those flip resets, apply that pressure, and then, okay, the next person up is Hockey in the midfield. If that gets through, you got Lion Blaze, another great control type player who can really hang onto the ball and force people to respect the approach. And you're right, that type of structure, you know, control, coverage, control is a really difficult nut to crack. So Ole Miss, they gave it a pretty good shot. There's something there, but I think they definitely just felt too much pressure from the mechs from Northwood in this one to handle it.
Definitely a tough one for Ole Miss, but I am excited to watch the rest of their collegiate journey. We got lots more CRL action coming up after this, and I honestly think this one will probably be just as good, if not better, than the one we just watched. Akron up against Fisher College. Tristan, in his senior year, the Akron great, the CRL legend. He's still playing for this team alongside Bullseye and Patty. I can't wait to get to that one. So why don't we hop over to a quick break and we'll be back after.